There's only a small amount of anime which actually manages to surprise us. Most anime characters start off strong, but show their cards too early. However, there's only a few amount of anime main characters who keep their best hand hidden until an important moment arrives. These anime tend to have some of the best character moments as well as reveals. Do take note that some of the absolute best anime choose to apply this strategy to their writing, because it always ends up with great payoffs. So this is a list of the top 10 anime where the main character has a hidden power or ability.
王や勇者が本当に存在していたかどうかは、アルファスティグマが説明してくれる。
Tate no Yusha no Nariagari. A group of ordinary men are summoned from the modern-day version of Japan to the kingdom of Melromark to become its saviors, known as the Four Cardinal Heroes. Plagued by the waves of catastrophe, Melromark has been a land full of pain, suffering, and turmoil for all of its citizens and inhabitants for centuries. The four cardinal heroes are respectively given a sword, spear, bow, and shield to fend off these waves. Naofumi Iwatani, the main character, was an otaku in the modern world. However, in Melromark he is cursed with the title of Shield Hero. His only weapon for both defensive and offensive capabilities is a measly shield. At first, Naofumi is ridiculed to hell for not having an offensive weapon. However, soon in the series we realize his shield is all he needed. Naofumi's strength was hidden under his weak, offenseless persona, and his charming nature was the reason why no one suspected him. Nabari no O. 14-year-old Rokujo Miharu is the bearer of the Hijutsu Shinra Banshu. This is a powerful technique that almost all of the ninja clans desire to possess so that they can become the rulers of Nibari. His fellow classmate, Koichi, and his English teacher, Kumohira, are both secretly ninjas that belong to the Banten clan, and they have pledged themselves to protect Miharu from any and all danger that may come his way. However, Miharu's emotionless personality renders him unable to join the Banten clan when offered, but his hidden abilities were the targets of many attacks. After numerous attacks, he's left with no choice but to join them as he uncovers more and more about his hidden power so that he can become the true ruler of Nibari. Beelzebub. Ishiyama High, a school populated completely by delinquency, non-stop violence, lawlessness, and pure carnage. Degeneracy is the norm here, with only one rule that you should always acknowledge. Never, ever, ever cross the first-year student Tatsumi Oga. One day, Oga finds a baby, and the baby turns out to be the son of the devil himself. He bands together with the Hildegard, the little demon's nanny, and decides to raise the boy. Oga initially doesn't really have any powers. He's a normal boy. However, after meeting baby Biel, he becomes stronger and gains a ton of spellcasting abilities. Keeping them hidden though, he must not let anyone be aware of his brand new powers, or even the baby. Qualidea Code. One day, on a quiet and peaceful evening, the sky splits apart and extraterrestrial beings known as the Unknown launch a full-scale assault against humanity in hopes to wipe us out completely. To protect the future of the country, the Japanese government decides to cryogenically freeze all of its children in pods so that they may remain out of harm's way. Years later, they wake in a corner of Japan where humanity has set its foothold and battles the unknown rigorously. Ichiya Suzaku is the head of Tokyo City and the main character in the series. He's a calm and arrogant young boy who can be seen looking down on others that are the same age as him. He's constantly putting people down and pulling their legs. However, unbeknownst to them, Ichiya has the power to control and manipulate gravity with the use of his gauntlets. This hidden power lands him most power in Tokyo after the invasion. Trinity 7. Oh boy, is this a complicated one to talk about. It all starts when the bright red sun stops shining and causing the breakdown phenomenon. This leads to the destruction of main character Arata Kasuga's town and the disappearance of every last one of its inhabitants. However, Arata has a hidden trick up his sleeve. He utilizes the magical book that was handed to him by his childhood friend and cousin, Hijiri Kasuga. Arata's entire world gets artificially reconstructed, and he lands in a place unknown. Lilith Asami is investigating this phenomenon because her artificial world is completely disintegrated with the formation of Arata's world. He's then given two choices: let go of the book or face death. However, Arata's choice is a third option: enrolling at magical school Royal Biblia Academy, where together with Lilith Asami and 5 others, this group forms the Trinity 7, a group of only the best and most high-class students in the world, and their only purpose is to bolster their own power, gain, and magical ability. Densetsu no Yusha no Densetsu. Alpha Stigma are the type of eyes that can analyze all kinds of magic. However, their more infamous and popular name is Cursed Eyes, which is due to a stigma that they bring chaos and destruction to the lands they look upon. Reiner Lute is a talented mage and an alpha stigma bearer. He was once one of the best students at the local military training school. Unfortunately, he witnesses many of his classmates and his friends die in the way, and he vows to make his country a much more orderly and peaceful place, with help from fellow war veteran and best friend 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸 Astal. 𝐒𝐮 becomes the king of Roland, and so he entrusts Reiner with finding relics that will aid Roland. He joins Ferris Eris, a gorgeous swordswoman, on a journey to search for relics of legendary heroes from the past. However, his inner ulterior motive is to uncover the secrets behind his alpha stigma. Basilisk. The premise is quite simple here. Two warrior ninja clans are out for each other's blood. However, that's not all there is. Basilisk has a forbidden love story thrown into the mix of all that. The best way to describe Basilisk would be to call it an ultra-violent, sadistically drawn, and beautifully written Romeo and Juliet love story. The story follows lovers 𝐜𝐴 𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽𝐩𝐿, heir of the Kuga clan, and 𝐿𝐵𝐴 𝐸𝐵, heir of the 𝐸𝐵 clan. Torn between their love for each other and duty to their clans, 𝐜𝐴 and 𝐿𝐵𝐴 must ultimately decide the fate of their clans. 𝐜𝐴's bloodline contains an inheritance, the power of dojutsu, which he learned to control from his uncle and mentor, Hyuma. This is a hypnosis technique which reverses the homicidal intent of anyone who looks the user in the eye. Kekai Sensen, a place where supersonic monkeys, vampires, talking fish, and all manner of supernatural monster folk live alongside humans, is called 𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. Formerly known as New York City, when a random gate between Earth and the beyond opened up, New Yorkers and beings from other dimensions were trapped together and forced to live in harmony. While pursuing photography, Leonardo Watch is having the time of his life in his mundane existence. However, by chance, he obtains the all-seeing eyes of the gods, and his sister loses her eyesight. He heads straight to 𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐧𝐞𝐥 to figure out the mysteries of this hidden power he's received, and to help his sister regain her eyesight. He soon runs into this secret organization known as Libra, which maintains the peace between humans and other beings. He quickly joins them, and well, let's just say it's his misfortune. Code Guess. The year is 2010, and the Holy Empire of Britannia has successfully established itself as the dominant military nation in the world. It now sets its eyes upon Japan and begins its conquest. Renamed to Area 11 after the defeat, there are rebel forces brewing in the lands of Area 11 who swear to fight and take back their homeland from these tyrannical forces. Main character, 𝐿𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 is a Britannian student, and unfortunately for him, he finds himself caught in the crossfire between the Britannian military forces and the Area 11 rebel forces. However, he's able to escape with the help of a mysterious girl named 𝐒𝐶, who gives him the power of 𝐻𝐻𝐻, the power of kings. This power lets 𝐿𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐷 command anyone to his obedience. 𝐿𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐷 realizes the potential of his true hidden powers and begins on a perilous journey as the masked vigilante Zero, who leads a merciless assault against Britannia to push them back once and for all. Charlotte. While at first glance, Yu Otosaka might appear as just another charming yet intelligent teenage boy, he has a secret on his hands, the ability to slip into anyone's mind and fully control their body for a few seconds at a time. He's used this skill to great effect in his own life. For example, on his own teachers to get high grades. However, he's caught by Neo Tomori while using his powers, so she forces him to transfer to Hoshinomiya Academy, a school for students with abilities that are magical. The student council of this school, Neo included, are tasked with finding students who abuse their powers and enroll them here. Yu is forced to join this student council and to work together with Neo as he gets closer and closer to figuring out what his hidden power means and how strong it can actually get. The series' focus on Yu's deep relationship with his past and his surroundings as well as Yu is why Charlotte is a must-watch. So, that was our list of the top 10 anime where the main character has a hidden power or ability. If you liked this video, then please make sure to like it and subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Comment on what else you'd like to see from us, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace!